everyone, welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we are podcasting the Wind Waker Randomizer, Season 4 Tournament, Winners Bracket Quarterfinals, Gynophi versus OriginalElijah, and it's Game 2. And for this race we have Crystal Bellis and Link for comms, and then Sir Kilp and Solstice for tracking. And I'll give it to you guys.
Hello.
Thank you very much, Crystal. We do appreciate it.
Thank you for the
Hello,
wonderful
everyone.
intro.
I hope everybody is having a great day today.
I know I definitely am. How are you, Crystal? Are you having a good day? Oh.
There we go.
Okay. There we go.
My Discord broke again. And you know what? It's okay. But like I said, I hope everybody is having a great day today. We have a very good race ahead of ourselves right now.
Oh, absolutely. These two runners very, very high level. Elijah, very well known in the community, has been around a while. Gynophi, I personally don't know how long Gynophi has been around, but I know they're a very strong runner.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like we're off.
Off to the races, and we are on a reef. It's looking like 4-eye reef. Probably the worst reef to get to, because that is close to absolutely nothing.
Yeah, gotta hang out by a Forsaken Fortress.
Oh, absolutely.
And I saw Wind Temple as one of our dungeons today. I didn't catch the other ones.
It's looking like Forbidden Woods, Tower of the Gods, and Wind Temple.
Oh, good. There's no Earth Temple today. Let's all rejoice right now.
This definitely does make me fairly happy. Earth Temple is a very stinky dungeon.
It's just bad. But in other news, we do have the Cat Jam Dungeon today.
Oh,
so
that's true.
We're gonna have lots of fun.
We all get to Cat Gem to the Jickas.
Yes, we do. And both our runners are gonna go talk to Maggie and get double magic very early.
I love that. Double magic is your first check. That is very, very nice to see.
Oh, for sure. Especially if you get that leaf early.
And
it's gonna help speed up things.
And a silver rupee to skip all of their rupee grinding.
Yep. You never have to grind any rupees now. Baby seed already. We are like a minute into the seed.
Yeah, don't say anything yet.
We are a minute into the seed and we're already calling it a baby seed? Oh man.
Without even a progressive check as well. We still have yet to see anything genuinely progressive.
That is very true. The only thing we've really gotten was double magic.
And if you're a lover of double magic,
okay,
then
well,
true. Okay.
Tot is just hanging on to a slice of cheese.
Well, obviously he is the Tot of G, so of course he'd have a shard.
That is very true. That is very true. And we do have Tot G today, so I mean...
That is true. It's double Tot today.
It's a conspiracy. And we're gonna go break somebody out of prison.
Yeah, it's best not to question it. He pays you handsomely.
It's true. Pays you in Tingle Tuner and Tingle Turn the vanilla game. Although today we're just gonna get a statue of himself.
I mean, hey, he likes to self-promo. What can he say? Ooh!
That is very nice.
That is very hard required today with that Wind Temple.
Yes.
I would definitely be interested to see someone attempt to fight Mulgara without the hookshot.
Oh, no.
And not much to say while our runners really go through the maze. It is interesting that
Gynophi went the long way around.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking the same thing.
That's pretty surprising to me, considering that you don't need to get any of the rupees in there, and it just takes a bit longer.
It honestly could have just been muscle memory.
Maybe.
So really, I'm just gonna say, okay, it's a bit of a time loss, but it works out.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Both our runners are still very evenly paced right now.
Also, Tingle turned out to have stolen the Din's Pearl from Dragner's Cavern. Makes a bit more sense why he was jailed then.
Yeah. I don't know how he stole it, though, from there.
Yeah, he probably just went into Kamali's room and yoink!
Oh, that's pretty mean, though. I mean...
Yeah, exactly. It's fine. It's not like we talked to Tingle at any other point during this randomizer.
That's true. We just talked to Ankle later.
Exactly.
And both our runners are heading off to Northern Fairy Island Sub. I'm not surprised by this.
Yeah. This is...
The real question is what they do after this. What they get from here and where they go after this.
I mean, with that hook shot, I would definitely see going Diamond Step would be a decent play.
Yeah.
From there, I'm not sure. If they do decide to, they could do some golf skips.
Oh boy, cheating?
Yes, cheating at the gentleman's game.
Yeah.
Ooh, clean jumps from both runners. I was definitely ready to be disappointed at the jump.
Zelly, the dungeons is Forbidden Woods, Taunt G, and Wind Temple. Yes, and we have another pearl. So depending on when we get floors, and some of the other dungeon items for like a bow, we could see an early Taunt G. And both runners warping to Mother and Child Island.
Almost synced up too.
Yeah. And we have Wind God's Aria, which is
technically
nice.
required. It's logically required.
Logically required.
Possible.
You can't skip it.
You can skip it. You technically, logically need it to fight Mulgara. Not that we're probably ever going to see that happen.
Probably not. And both our runners right now have very similar routes. I'm not very surprised.
They just really like to hold hands.
Yeah, I mean, look, I understand.
Elijah going for arguably the faster strat since they did pick up that hook shot. And a very clean jump from both the runners.
My goodness,
First try roll flips. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. Oh, bombs! Oh my goodness!
Wow!
What is this? Wait a minute.
So far we've had a Sphere Zero hookshot and Sphere Zero bombs.
And
Oh,
and
Gynophi trying to jump into Beetle's ship, but
and Beetle is hoarding some cheese today. So we have another Sphere Zero cheese.
My goodness. Now, where did he get that? That's the biggest question.
It's probably the same place Tot got his.
Maybe.
Oh,
I'd be very interested to
palm
see.
mail.
I'd be very interested to see the Dungeon of Beetle.
For real. Oh no.
And
That's
bombs
one of the
just,
few. I'm pretty
the bombs
sure
are
that's
paying back they're paying back the 20 rupees they paid.
I'm pretty sure that's one of the only checks that hasn't really been worth this entire seed so far. Pretty much everything else has been kind of worth.
That's very true. That is very, very true. And we have the other song.
Speaking of worthless checks right now. I forgot his lyric. Alright, well I'm assuming we're gonna click into Jaboon's cave now.
Funny enough, unlike most times coming to Outset, logically open.
That is very true. Oh, and Elijah got that first try, making it look incredibly easy.
Yeah. Making it look absolutely free, even though it is a frame-perfect trick, with as well as being in a good position.
Gynophi following very soon after. Still very clean, still very fast.
Very, very clean.
And Ghost Ship chart is
Ooh.
was locked behind bombs.
Interesting.
Very
to
interesting.
See. They, funny enough, actually available right now. With that hook shot and those bombs, they
That is
logically
true.
can clear that ghost ship. Also, it looks
Very,
it's
very
looking
true.
like Elijah is deciding to not skip golf. And both our runners deciding to
They're
just go
just
straight to
follow-
Diamond Step.
They're just gonna follow each other this entire seed, I guess. That's okay.
That's fine. Hand-holding...
Hand-holding is great.
Yeah, we stand help. We stand hand-holding. So far, the Sphere Zero has been very interesting. Very, very.
Oh, for sure. Oh, and
Oh.
Gynophi going for Diamond Step early.
I mean, it worked out.
It
I'm
did.
not gonna argue with results. And you can tell Gynophi was very happy
Gynophi
about
knows.
that. Now we do see bombs in their inventory, so either runner, well, obviously Elijah's not going to do it, but Gynophi could attempt the skip to get up to the main chest, but nope, neither one going for it.
How are you going for the stick? I mean, that's fair too. Obviously, you could have used the bombs
That's true.
and the hook shot to
You
blow
need
it
a
up.
sword.
To blow it up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, that's correct. Thank you, Tanjo. You make a very good point. And Elijah going under and utilizing the weird collision of the ships in Diamond
What
Step.
collision?
True. Very
There
true.
is. Oh, and iron boots.
Oh,
That is. Yeah.
it's
So we're
not
getting a lot
something...
of Wind Temple items right now.
Yeah, it's not something that's generally extra needed with other than Wind Temple, but having it alone is not a bad thing. And we got Elijah sailing to
Is that
Islet of Steel.
Is that Islet? Yeah.
It is Islet, yeah.
I'm
Both our
pretty
runners,
sure-
I think, are...
okay. Oh, I think
No,
Gynophi's gonna Gynophi's going to warp to Great Fish and then sail to Islet, which is faster than trying to sail there.
It's close, I think. I definitely think it is
close?
faster, but it's a fairly minuscule amount of time.
I mean, they're both gonna get there at about the same time anyway, so.
That's true. And also, with the fact that,
Oh,
once
my
again,
goodness.
this isn't a logic check. They have not actually left their logic.
That is true.
Which is not
Logic
something
is being
usually...
very kind,
It really is.
and that orb has just gotten in everybody's way so far, except for Elijah. It's a golden feather. Oh man.
That's fine though. I hope they enjoy the very lovely treat.
As yeah, I'm sure both our runners are very appreciative of it.
Oh, absolutely. And I definitely would be very interested to see Leaf and Wind Temple again.
Oh no.
That has happened. That indeed has happened once before in this tournament, so...
We have seen a lot of weird and terrible leaf placements so far.
We really have.
It's
we've
very
had-
interesting.
We've had a vanilla leaf. We've had, I believe, leaf on the flight control platform submarine.
Yes. And Windshine giving us another overworld cheese, so we have 3 overworld cheese so far. which is kind of wild.
Really?
Because that is another Sphere Zero. Jeez.
And yeah, both our runners definitely synced up.
Yeah. We're leaving.
Oh, I jinxed it. It seems I jinxed it.
Obvious. Just... Oh, no, did we? I don't think we meant to leave.
I think Gynophi was thinking, oh, okay, cool. I got everything on Dragners, but forgot about the very free storage strats to get some fly around platform.
And just air being unsynchronized.
A little bit behind, a little bit too far forward for Gynophi there to hit those bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah, our runners are resynchronized again.
Yes.
Ooh, that was a very clean storage, by the way.
Oh, yes. I love seeing clean storages.
Oh, absolutely.
What's going on with the mountain
like
climbing?
doing them, but I like seeing them.
Yeah, I would love to explain. So, they got a thing called chest storage. So, when you open chests in this game, it makes your hitbox very small so it can get you close enough to the chest, because normally you can't get very close to it. So when we get storage, we are storing, not the cutscene. Well, I mean,
yes.
We do store the cutscene when we get the chest storage of the chest opening, but we still keep that small hitbox. And since our hitbox is so small, we're able to walk up walls and do other things. It's very, very interesting.
That is a very good way of putting it.
We just, yeah. It's very fun, and there's a lot of uses for it.
Gynophi going...
I think Gynophi forgot that his boat was not back there.
Could have just been thinking, I don't know. Oh, yeah. We have an open wind temple.
This is...
on Elijah's side.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
And if they probably wouldn't go for this, it would be a very, very big gamble.
Yeah, you still need command melody.
And maybe not worth it. Oh, yes. Thank you very much for confirming that, because I had forgotten about command melody.
Yes, they do get the item, so when you do chest storage, you do get the item, but in order to get the item, you either have to... That's a grapple, okay. That's actually very nice.
In paw print. It's nice, but also kind of gross, because you would want to search everywhere else for that grappling hook before entering.
Right.
Also, a Sphere 1 Tower of the Gods, with that Pharaoh's on Crescent Moon.
Oh my... You're getting a lot of checks.
What the heck is this Sphere Zero?
Yeah, I'm waiting for a vanilla bow now. But when you do chest storage, you do get the item. You have to either leave the quadrant that you're in. You have to avoid out. There's another one that I am completely blanking on. As long as you don't save warp, you're okay.
We have a sword.
Oh, I didn't know you could grab that.
Yeah, those, weirdly enough, they are solid.
That is very interesting. As long as you don't save warp when you have chest storage, you're good.
Yeah,
because if you save warp out, you delete your item, and you give it to title screen link.
Yeah, so... voiding out, entering a loading zone, leaving a quadrant...
That was it, entering the loading zone.
Okay. They all would give you storage because it reloads your world. If you save warp, that also counts as a reload, but since the title screen counts as technically another file, it would give the item that you stored to the title screen version of you, since that is technically considered an unaccessible fourth file.
It's pretty sad. Oh, and speaking of command melody.
Speaking of command melody.
Oh god. Why do we have so many early dungeons open? Why do we have our dungeons open so early right now?
This is really interesting because what I said earlier is a thing now. It is an open wind temple. Oh, very good routing for Elijah, by the way. Since it is first night, Crescent Moon has the ghost ship. So if Elijah does want to, he could go in and do ghost ship right now.
That is very true. Would Elijah probably enjoy it? No, but it's open.
I mean, he has that sword.
You can do it. He does have a sword.
That's
definitely a lot better than what it wants you to have when it does open, because you can get there with a hammer.
It's quite a bit better than what we've seen in previous races as well.
That is true.
Getting the nice squish on the Wizrobe. It's not over yet, but it is very close.
Lots of early checks though, having things, which makes me think we're gonna have some dead mid or end game.
Oh, absolutely. It is going to be a very, very closed off end. And Gynophi having some trouble getting in there, but it's fine.
Elijah also having trouble getting to that one little patch of light that's there.
Just deciding to use the bomb. That is a fair strat.
Yes.
I'm very excited to see... Wait!
Oh, wait! When did we get power? Wait. Oh, did we store a power bracelets on...
It seems they stored power bracelets on Boulder. Yeah,
Boulder.
Exactly.
Yeah. I didn't realize it until Gynophi just picked up that boulder.
Shout out to that Sphere 1 bottle.
Oh,
Grandma
boy.
is now accessible.
It's true.
I am quite happy about that. A big exclamation point Grandma in chat, indeed.
Yes.
And yes, Elijah having a little bit of an easier time on this sub with that sword.
Okay, Gynophi's about to pick up the sword.
That is very true. We could have just a lot of the meme checks show up very early.
Oh, I would love some meme checks. I'm sure our runners wouldn't really enjoy it so much, but they gotta do it for the fans.
I will say one thing I'm interested in is if Gynophi decides to go Wind Temple from here, since he is right beside it. Or if Elijah does too, because he is beside it as well.
I don't know. It might put off just for a little while. Oh, we're going to Forest Haven.
That's definitely fair.
Yeah,
That's
I would not want to go in this early.
Wind Temple definitely could be a bait, but with it opening Sphere 1, that kind of gives me an interesting feeling that the first and only accessible check in Wind Temple will have something at the very least useful. Speaking of a bad feeling...
Oh, Elijah's warping to mother and child.
Gonna do that Grandma, I'm assuming, right away. But yeah, speaking of bad feelings, Gynophi is dipping Angular.
I'm not shocked by this. Gynophi will always, not always, but most of the time will dip Angular Peak very early.
Really?
Yes.
I suppose.
And actually, if they really wanted to, they could store this chest and take it to top of Headstone. If they really wanted to, they probably won't.
That is
it's
very
always
true.
An option. They have oh, it's Note to Mom.
Ooh.
We don't have delivery bag yet. But
oh, it's looking like they're gonna super swim.
Yes.
From,
so if
here to
probably to 5-star. So
yeah, I'm thinking that too.
So if you're possessive, please look away from Gynophi's screen and watch Elijah save Grandma instead.
Yes, absolutely. Gonna
and get your exclamation point soup in chat.
A big soup.
Soup.
You love seeing Grandma saved. She is always very happy.
I
With
think
her
there
ohs
is.
and ahs.
I think there's 2 people that do not like to see Grandma saved.
Yeah, and we just won't talk about them. That's all. This is getting.
This is close.
It's really close.
Okay.
Oh, a good
man.
save on that. On that raft.
That was a
from
little
Gynophi.
scary. I got a little scared there.
Woo!
All right, let's see what we got for mail.
Elijah is
This
also
is-
checking Pharaoh mail.
Yes.
Which makes me realize Gynophi has not checked his mailbox in a little bit.
That's true. Dependent, I'm sure Elijah's feeling a lot of joy towards Kamali's father right now.
Oh, absolutely.
It is Trevor!
Grandma giving Trevor!
Oh man, and Elijah didn't delete Trevor.
That is a
You love to see
wonderful
it.
feeling.
I love to see it.
Now, that kind of makes me think Grandma hard required.
Well, I mean...
That
Ooh,
definitely
another
would
tingle
would tell
statue.
me Grandma hard required.
Grandma
And-
Rich AF, yes.
We do
See,
have...
normally Grandma gives you less rupees. But Grandma's looking out for us today.
Oh, Huff Puff. Wind Waker has quite a few of its own rupee memes. I guess Trevor is like a Wind Waker exclusive one, but we have Greg, we have Brad, we have Brent.
So Elijah not opting to go to 5-star.
Probably
I'm-
waiting for Angular
Or yeah.
or the such. Very standard Cliff Plateau though.
Yeah, it's... And got in on the left side. I always jump on there from the right.
Left side is faster, but it is a
It is
lot
faster.
more. It's a lot smaller of a window.
Right. And let's...
What is Gynophi? Oh, wallet mail. Of course, they hadn't picked that up yet.
It doesn't look like... And Elijah's not opting... Oh, well, Elijah also has grapple. So...
Exactly. So he's just gonna
they're gonna go to Bird's Peak next, and there's a couple things you can do. You can either grapple in there. There's a little grapple bar, and you can just kind of clip through the wall and the bars, and it's okay. You can also use chest storage to get up there.
Which is what
either way is fine.
Elijah would be doing if he did not have the grappling hook.
Right.
The issue with chest storage is that you need to get up this cliff, and with chest storage you can't climb any cliffs.
Yes, because your hitbox is very, very tiny.
That is true. So
But the nice thing is they have sword, they have hammer that they could easily use to jump slash up there.
Gynophi having a very interesting right side for Cliff Plateau.
I just do the middle. And speaking of, it looks like Gynophi is gonna go for the chest storage route. Even though he does have grapple. And Bird's Peak having that first bow right there. Oh man. So that's locked behind bait bag. Logically.
Yeah, the bait bag. Most of the bait bag checks in this game are skippable, save for one, which we will possibly be seeing later.
I hope we see it. It's the best check in this game.
It's a pretty great check, and it has a pretty nice emote to go along with it, though I don't know if the CSR has the emote.
I don't think so. It makes me very sad. But that's okay. Yeah, and see on Gynophi's. Oh. And we accidentally fell through.
This is the trick that we were talking about earlier with Elijah. As we were saying, it's somewhat consistent, and it requires having a sword or hammer or leaf, unless you want
Here
to go
we
for a
go.
frame perfect roll clip or roll jump. But yeah, you can just slip through the bars as if walls don't exist.
Also, we have Intern Island.
That is true. Everyone
Yeah, unfortunately, we
loves the
can't
island
do.
by
Yeah,
Intern.
unfortunately, we can't do Big Pig yet. Simply because we don't have the bait bag.
We're
It's
doing
just that
bait bag
that
check
bow-
without having that bait bag.
Yes, we have. Yes, we are going. That bow is out of logic right now.
Oh,
We could.
Elijah
say
going
hi.
for the hook shot, but did not
It's okay.
get it.
You can just walk. I mean, technically we did say hi when we went
That
to
is
go
true.
clip into Jaboons. Said hi.
That's very true.
Oh, look, it's and there goes that Max
And
Tail
down
into the
goes.
lava. Oh. Power bracelets was stored at Chest on Boulder, if I remember correctly. So, hello Claire. I see you came to your favorite island. And it looks like Gynophi's going for the sub first, instead of Bomb Island itself. And also Boomerang on Bomb Island. Logically required. You can get around using it. Makes Rat Sub easier though, when we get there. And Bomb Island sub just having a whole bunch of nothing for us. So our runners are gonna high five as Elijah goes into Bomb Island sub and Gynophi goes to Bomb Island. Okay, and let's see where Elijah goes next, because right now their routes have been very similar, except for maybe a couple checks. But from the looks at Elijah's tracker, Elijah is eyeing that chest on top of the waterfall at Cabana, which makes sense, because you can chest storage and just kind of clip in, and you can go ahead and full clear it. So I imagine Gynophi will also be heading towards that direction as soon as he's done with Bomb Island.
Well, with that hook shot, and considering they have grapple and hammer, they both could just go into Cabana, just break into Cabana without the deed.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit rude to the current owner, Miss Marie. Also, by the way, a wonderful storage from Elijah. That is a very tough spot to get it with the water rushing.
I would not get storage there. That is not my storage spot, but it looked pretty cool. And just clipping in like nobody's business. Doesn't look like... Couldn't see anything on that first pause screen that Elijah stored.
No, I don't see anything either. Yes, Blondie, but the main issue with getting it there is that since the water's rushing, it can push you around and make you lose the spot that you can climb up. Oh, and the rats not being extra nice to Elijah.
Oh, Gynophi has not grabbed the bottle yet.
Yes, Gynophi has not done Ghost Ship yet. Ah. So it seems Gynophi did indeed store a Tingle statue.
Okay. And treasure chart 15. Oh man. That's not the best treasure chart in the world, but I mean, it is one of them.
It's alright.
It's okay.
A very clean skip
Oh, and
for
required cabana.
another piece of cheese.
At least it's not a Spear Zero cheese like we've been getting.
That is true.
We have finally gotten out of Spear Zero. And Gynophi is about to go break into the cabana now.
Now, Gynophi got storage in the place you usually see for most runners, getting it down near the water. It's definitely a much easier place to get it.
Oh yeah. I can't tell where Elijah is going right now.
I think
It looks like a submarine.
Elijah's going to Six Eye Reef, so.
Oh boy.
So
I did
we're
not
going
see
to-
you.
We are going to be fighting this moblin here.
Oh boy. I'm so excited. We have hammer for this.
It's true.
You can also
If
pick
you-
up the spear and start getting. Oh, never mind. Oh no! No,
it's fine.
that mob
Since he
is so
does have-
rude.
Since Elijah does have the hammer. Oh,
This moblin's just
That
being
moblin-
very rude.
absolutely. That moblin not being very happy with how Elijah's set up to route this. Oh, but
Not
Elijah
the
is going
spear.
for double hits. Didn't get it on that.
Actually, yeah.
This one may be cleaner though.
There we go.
Yeah. Very clean. Very, very clean.
Oh, yeah. Still time for one sword per dungeon. I mean, you aren't wrong. Oh, delivery bag.
That is another Spear Zero item.
And we have not stored the cabana D. Not that it
No.
matters anymore, because they have both broken in.
And that's going to be very nice for Gynophi when he goes there because
Yeah,
of
okay.
that
We're-
angular peak. Ooh! Is Gynophi going...
Oh, we're going
Gynophi's
to
going
Top G.
into Tower of the Gods. We're having a dungeon dip
Oh, man.
without the leaf. It's understandable, but
This could be
Also-
spicy.
it could be. We're also having a Cyclo dip.
Yeah, I mean, you can full clear. Oh,
That is true. That is a very good point. You can technically full clear it. It is a little bit annoying when you don't have leaf, but having the grappling hook. You technically do need the leaf to full clear logically.
but you can just hop around on the statues.
Yeah, there is quite a bit that you can just say no to the logic with.
Oh, another Tingle statue. So that is our fourth.
And that's fairly out of logic, actually, because of that bow.
That's
So,
true.
Taji is definitely not a bad play right now, but logically, Taji is still locked. So it's interesting to think about.
So Elijah heading over to flight control sub or flight control
Oh,
platform
yes.
sub.
The
That
best
bow.
sub in the game.
I would love to disagree with you right there.
Absolutely.
I like this sub when I have leaf and I can just leaf pump my way across.
That is definitely true.
See, Blondie gets it. Blondie understands. Oh, and there's fire knives.
Well, okay.
Oh,
there's
man.
a bomb. There's a
boy.
there's a bow in Tower of the Gods. That
is
looking like the first logical bow.
That is French vanilla, by the way, because you get a bow in Tachi. It's not the same display. Not the same display.
I mean, there could still be a vanilla bow.
It could still be a Can you imagine getting vanilla lights right now? Not vanilla lights, but just lights in general right now.
I mean, I definitely could imagine vanilla lights.
I mean, I would love to see vanilla lights.
I don't believe we've seen anything in the light armors
Nope.
in the tournament yet.
I don't think so either. Also, we're gonna go check Hop Across. Resonant Sleeper. Kind of.
I mean,
not really, because we have fire arrows. It's definitely faster.
And also, Gynophi did find the small key that's guaranteed on floor 1.
Yeah.
So...
You kind of just kind of need to check it.
That's true. It's better to check it now than I'd say to check it later. If you end up finding the big key here, then wonderful. Especially because you don't have Leaf.
I guess Gynophi does not want to use 2 arrows and has just decided to actually hop across the boxes today. Because you can use fire arrows to light those torches.
That's true, but since Gynophi doesn't have soup, they could be conserving magic.
Oh, and it's the other small key.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Or better yet, they could be conserving arrows.
Maybe.
I did not realize that there was a vanilla light seed already in this tournament.
Comedy versus Tuba. Oh, that's so sad.
I may have to go back and rewatch that race.
I'm just glad that I haven't had that happen, because I do not remember the light arrow moves off the top of my head.
What, you don't remember D Lover?
No. And we're gonna get a leafless floor 1 skip right now. I'm sure.
It's interesting. It's a sound to behold if we had the audio from Gynophi's.
Lots of water splashing and Yes.
Oh, but that was extra clean.
That was really
barely any splooshes at all. I was actually quite impressed with that. That was so clean. Is that our final Tingle statue?
Yes.
No, that was 5 stars.
There's one at 5 star. Elijah hasn't been there yet.
No, that's what Elijah just got.
Oh, is it? Okay. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm just watching Gynophi get the leafless floor one skip.
So being leafless in Tower of the Gods is going to mean some issues for speed. That's definitely fair, Woofer. I'd say that is a way that they can go about it.
I would.
I will say, if you do end up using arrows in first Armos or before first Armos, after killing them and breaking their orbs, they do drop arrow drops.
Oh, that's right. That fire ice is out of logic, because logically you need bait bag. Because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that bow that we just got was supposed to be our first logical bow. Exactly. Oh, Gynophi. Oh man. Okay.
Playing with our hearts there. Though, since Elijah did go for behind Bumble Walls first, can use the fire and ice arrows to light the 2 torches, which is very, very nice.
And just picking up the statue from that platform, no big deal. Don't worry about it.
Oh, of course. The ingenuity that the community has come with is wonderful. I love it. Also, silly me saying, "Oh, we better find the big key."
Yeah, no, it
first
found it already. It was in schoolroom.
Yes,
It does look like Elijah is piecing out of Tachi.
Understandable. I'd agree with that as well. I could see either one. I think though, if I was gonna do that, I would do Leafless Floor 1 and open the Cross Dungeon Warp Pot and come back when I go into Forbidden Woods.
Understandable. Have a nice day. And we're on our way to Needle Rock to go do both of these checks.
One of which is also bait locked.
Yes. That's okay because we have fire and ice arrows.
That's true. Who cares about bait when you have anything else?
Exactly.
And Gynophi showing off the strats that I'm pretty sure a lot of people used in the vanilla game, using the grappling hook rather than the leaf. Elijah's
gonna have to hit that again. Thankfully, it's not a hard shot to make, but unfortunately, the chest. I don't think the chest spawned though. So
it did not, and if I was listening correctly, I don't even think he hit the bird.
Oh, did he not? I couldn't hear it.
I do not think he hit the bird.
That's okay.
It is nice having our.
Yeah, I always burn the ice first. If I'm also running low on arrows. Since you can just go in there.
If you burn the ice first, you can take a shot at the bird and roll during the cutscene of the chest spawning, and then you won't have to worry about the chest panning over or panning back to you when the chest is done like that. Oh, this is interesting from Elijah. I think he's going to bring this to Greatfish. I think he's going to store this chest.
Or
not.
Or not. We're just gonna take we're gonna delete the $50.
I guess it's faster.
I don't know why.
Leaf.
You know what? No, he couldn't. Oh, hi, Leaf. Okay, that's...
The Leaf on Gynophi's side in Dark Nut Mini Boss.
Well...
Dear God.
It wasn't in Wind Temple.
It was not. Nor was it anywhere in the overworld.
You know what? You know why Elijah did that? Because he couldn't save warp out of, I mean, I guess he could have, but he would have to go back over and then shoot the bird again.
No, that is true. But Woofer is right. It just brings your bow closer.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That has put Gynophi in a fairly good position, I'd say. That leaf is very strong.
That also opens up Forbidden Woods.
Yes, it does. And anyone who knows it knows Forbidden Woods is always loaded.
It's always loaded.
Always loaded.
I don't understand it.
It could just be the combination of how many checks it opens.
It does have 15 checks.
It has 15 checks, but it's also locked behind the leaf, which opens its own set of checks. And then having the projectile, it could just be the logic tends to always work out in Forbidden Woods' favor.
except when Forbidden Woods is empty. You're not. Oh, and there's her bait bag.
Oh, and a sword! We have a bait bag on Elijah's side and a sword on Gynophi's. That bait bag is going to keep Elijah out of Tot G even more.
So, wait. I think then, because that bait bag was fire and ice locked. So
that's true.
That means Bird's Peak Rock was logical lights.
Logical lights.
Where's our
my
bow
goodness.
then? So wait, where's our bow? That was.
That's a wonderful question. Forbidden Woods?
Who knows? It's somewhere.
And yes, we're having a big pig from Elijah.
Oh
The
my
check
goodness.
that we were talking about earlier, the only actually locked bait bag check.
Unless Elijah doesn't turn it in today. Oh, and there's Cabana.
Okay, well, I mean, doesn't really need that anymore.
It doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter
exactly.
now, but that means Cabana was logically locked in Tai Chi. So right now, Tai Chi is kinda loaded.
Oh, is Elijah? Elijah is gonna make it daytime.
Okay.
Okay. We are going
Elijah's
to see.
not gonna do the
the
side
big-
hops across the bridge.
We are going to see the big pig yeet.
Elijah was inside the pig
wait.
for a minute there.
Wait.
Uh,
Oh, Elijah doing it this way.
Um,
Oh, okay. Elijah does have a skew. It's not a big skew though, so I think he's gonna try to grab a bigger one like that, exactly. So yeah, Elijah picked up the big pig in a weird way.
oh no!
Oh no!
He went behind the island.
What the heck was that direction? That was not the right way to go about it.
Oh no!
I don't think Big Pig went the right way, unfortunately.
I don't think that was supposed to happen.
No, I don't think so either, to be honest.
Oh.
The skew adds together. Oh! I didn't realize that they can stack. That's interesting.
That's fine. I'm sorry.
That... Yeah, the pig definitely was fairly unhappy being picked up like that.
Okay.
And see, that is how normally the pig yeet goes. Uh-oh,
boy.
is the pig gonna walk into water?
I think it's okay.
The pig is trying to walk into the water, but it's will not.
I hope somebody clips that.
Yes, that is
That was
definitely a
so
clippable
funny.
moment right there.
I
And
hope it's worth it.
it's
was
a vanilla piece of heart. How
Elijah's
lovely.
probably just has all sorts of feelings about that right now.
All of that effort went to throwing a pig.
Yes. Hey, you know what? We got enjoyment out of it, so that's okay.
That is very true. That's a very good point.
So, Gynophi's almost
I mean-
done with Tower to Gods, by the way.
You could think the pig was the victim, but also the pig got a snack out of it. And
That's
really,
true.
what does it care about other than that snack? So I do have to say, this leaving Tower of the Gods was definitely a good decision from Elijah. Even if it didn't pay out, I'd say it was still like probably 7 times out of 10 pays off well. It just happens this is one of the 3 times. But yeah, that leaf is honestly completely massive for Gynophi. Oh,
I'm pretty sure that's our last tingle statue.
That is indeed our last tingle statue.
That's our last
like,
one.
I believe that was... Ooh!
Oh wow!
Quick shout out to the double hand snipe for Gynophi.
Nice.
As I was saying though, I think 3 out of our 5 tingle statues were in subs today.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Looks
speaking
like we're
of
gonna check
tricks
top
you
of
can
headstone.
skip with the bait lock.
Yeah.
What is it? This one, this check here that Elijah's doing is possible to get with chest storage, as well as either bomb or leaf.
Oh.
And it's another vanilla piece of heart.
It's more vanilla heart pieces for Elijah.
This is quite a bit.
And we're gonna go see Ankle.
No, that is true with her. But the big thing is that Gynophi has the option to go into the rest of his dungeons if he decides to. And depending on what he thinks Elijah's done, he may end up doing it.
Tingle, go away. We don't need to talk to you anymore.
Tingle Tingle Kulu Lim No.
Oh my goodness.
Oh!
Okay. Okay. that makes a lot of
Excuse
sense.
me?
Okay. You know, that actually makes. I can believe it. I can believe this. Okay.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's very nice.
So Ankle
Sure.
with
No.
with our lights.
Okay. Well.
I think Gynophi's gonna go Fire Mountain next.
Oh, you mean Elijah?
Wow!
Elijah's going to Fire Mountain.
Yeah, what else can Elijah do now outside of Todd G? Other than the Fire Mountain he's doing right now. He's gotten, I believe, almost, or if not all, of his bait checks. He could check Wind Temple, but to the point that all of Tot G is in logic, he'd probably do Leafless before that.
Yeah,
Or
I wouldn't see Elijah going into Wind Temple right now.
Or if he wanted, he could go for the gamble of Leafless Wind Temple, though that most likely would not pay off. No, I know it was a very poor chance of paying off.
So Elijah has to sidle right.
That is true. Also, not going for the fast sidle, just holding it.
And Elijah waiting out those few extra seconds so we can get the 420 enter time.
Get the 420.
We have to respect that. Thank you, Elijah.
That is definitely a respect earned moment. We will give him that. Oh! Elijah looking very nice for any form of combat now with soup, master sword, and light arrows.
My stream kind of I don't mind, but I'm assuming Elijah got a nice master sword in Fire Mountain.
Did get a master sword in Fire Mountain.
Where's Claire? Claire would love that.
Claire would indeed love that. That would be something she would notice. Ooh. Oh, Elijah's checking Vanilla Leaf.
Fair.
It's a bold check that if it was Vanilla Leaf, it would have paid off. If we hadn't seen it already. Also, Gynophi going for Wind Temple over Forbidden Woods. Yeah, so no one has checked at Forest Haven yet.
We don't know what's there right now. It could be just about anything.
It could be. It could be another sword. It's who knows? After all, it is technically in logic with the grappling hook because of this one part here. this point, we're just pause champing, waiting to see what's on it.
It is
A sword!
that's a sword.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness!
Oh, that's
So, at the moment, we ourselves are 1 shard to no mode. Under an hour in. That is true. There is no Hyrule in this seed.
this is so sad.
That really hurts. Speaking of really hurts, Elijah! Elijah's going to Angular. Gonna have to possibly do that double dip.
Yeah, I would agree, Sipula, because Forbidden Woods Go mode is so much faster.
I suppose, but also...
I mean, I agree. I'm a little bit more surprised that, I mean, let's be honest here, everything's kind of slow.
That's true.
At least it's not,
Wind Temple is slower to full clear, and... I don't know, I personally would say Wind Temple is pretty fast to go mode as well. It's a little bit more dangerous, and I believe that we're gonna see a note to mom check on Elijah's side now that he's picked that up.
I definitely agree, probably should have done many more overworld checks, but you know.
I mean, there's still quite a bit we haven't seen, specifically the inside of Forbidden Woods. And once again, as we know, Forbidden Woods always loaded.
Yes. Until it's not.
The biggest question on my mind is, will Gynophi check the inside of Forest Haven before dipping Forbidden Woods?
Mm.
And note to mom, not worth. That is true.
We're going back to Tower to Gods.
That being said, since we know that they're 1 item away from us having no mode, it's just a big question of where is that final shard? Is it in Wind Temple? Is it in Earth? Not Earth Temple. Is it in Forbidden Woods? At this point, the gambles could pay off. ET basement.
Yes.
Oh, yes. The unrequired ET basement. Just happens to have a final shard.
So the items that you need for Go mode is you need the fully upgraded Master Sword. So that's 4 swords. You need light arrows, so 3 bows, and you need 8 pieces. You need all 8 pieces of the Triforce. And logically, you need grapple and hookshot too. Technically boomerang, but we can get around that as well.
Yeah. Not much to say other than that. Elijah is all up and readying, waiting for that cycle. Of course, we have Totsi, Tower of the Cycles.
Yes.
That is true. That is true. Once we see that gold jewel in the final, in the Master Sword, that's when we know it is fully powered.
Yes.
And we can then break the barrier in Hyrule. There technically is a way to open the barrier without the fully powered Master Sword, but that is banned.
is banned, and none of us want to get disqualified. So there's a way you can skip lights, but we are also not getting disqualified for that either.
Yep. The tricks that allow us to skip progressive items, aka the swords and lights, are banned in this randomizer. And we have a vanilla big key on Gynophi's side for Wind Temple.
That's
interesting. Interesting setup for Elijah here. But he gets it. Can't argue with results.
That's true.
Very, very clean. So I'm curious what Elijah's reaction is going to be to finding that leaf.
I don't know, honestly.
If I can recall correctly, it was...
There's one in Rat
Second Armos was the final sword?
It was either that or Mini Boss. It was Mini Boss.
No, Mini Boss was Leaf.
Oh, Mini Boss was Leaf. And you're probably right.
I know it was one of the Armoses, that's for sure. What Tingle statues is Gynophi missing?
No one was
Rat Sub. Yes, Rat Sub. Second Armos was the sword? Okay. This is one nice thing, though. Since Gynophi does have lights, he can just erase the Armos.
Elijah? So, this has been a kind of unhealthy seed so far. We've seen some heart pieces, but not a lot.
I mean,
we had two vanilla ones.
Exactly, we've seen heart pieces. It's just Elijah didn't want to grab them.
No.
That's all. And are we gonna clean 7 Armos? It's looking fairly nice for Gynophi. Extra clean. That was a very clean 7 Armos right there. What does baby seed even mean? It basically means it's called a baby seed because like even babies could do well in it.
Oh, there's Mirror Shield.
It's just a very easy seed to play and beat.
So Mirror Shield was just hanging out in Wind Temple, you know.
Yeah. Luckily, Earth Temple not required, so
the only thing we're gonna use it for is the
very clean jump.
I love that.
It was
it's just for angular.
And we are seeing probably the best room in Wind Temple, I'd say. I don't know why, but this just always seems like such a fun room, especially when you're skipping it.
I don't know. I enjoy Mulgara.
I mean, I enjoy Mulgara too. The boss fight is definitely.
That's a room. Well, I mean, that's a room.
I suppose that is a room. And let's see if Gynophi can time it right. Gynophi can time it right and gets a very, very clean bomb skip. Not even having to go down and deal with the enemies that they have summoned down there. All they have to do now is bomb boost up.
Oh, no.
Spikes. The spikes not being very kind.
That's so mean. Here we go.
That is true. The lack of soup and the lack of good karma on Gynophi's side is definitely very unfortunate.
I mean, it just means that Gynophi doesn't have Trevor yet.
Oh, okay. He has the grappling hook, but just doesn't want to use it, I guess.
You know, It looked pretty cool, so...
It did, that's true. And unnecessary swag is still swag.
Yeah.
I will say I'm curious at the fact that Gynophi did not equip his bow. Or their bow, excuse me. Oh.
It's fine. They equipped it now.
And yes, going for the wizard first, the biggest threat in this fight. The Dark Knot being very slow and bulky, not really an issue. Until you cut off its armor. Then it becomes an issue. Having some trouble with that Dark Knot. Trying to get that freeze, but
there we go.
Ooh, just got it. Gynophi, you can
just put on his
hammer does work on the mini boss.
You just wanted to give it a little tink first.
That is a good point. And
Elijah getting his leave.
Oh yeah, Elijah's... I think Elijah's probably pretty unhappy about that. So we have an interesting divide between our two runners, with Elijah having done almost all the overworld. However, that was leafless, and Gynophi having leaf, but none of the extra overworld.
Oh no, do we have to kill all the people? We do, don't we? Oh, this is so sad.
Gynophi has picked up all of the dungeon items.
Oh.
So it is...
This is everybody's favorite room.
In the search for the items, Gynophi is going to have to fight these enemies, and not having those lights from ankle is not really going to be an issue, apparently. Gynophi has very clean combat. Yeah, not much to say. Very, very clean.
Yeah.
Oh, jumping without that leaf equipped. Scaring us already. There's the final Master Sword. Elijah is currently 1 item to go mode. And we now know that that 1 item cannot be in, or is not in Wind Temple unless it is right here on Tall Room.
Alright, show us not a shard.
Yeah, let's see it.
I hope it is. It's not. It's another piece of art.
Wind Temple was entirely dead.
That's...
except for that mirror.
That's pretty unfortunate.
So if Elijah does end up going Forbidden Woods instead of... if the shard is in FW, Gynophi's in a really bad spot. Exactly. If Forbidden Woods does have that final shard, and Elijah decides to go there first, which I would be as surprised as I was when Gynophi didn't go Wind Temple, or didn't go Forbidden Woods first. No, that's the thing, Tanjo, exactly. For Gynophi to be in a good position, that shard has to be an Angular Cave.
Gynophi has to start clearing out more overworld.
I'm wondering between overworld and Forbidden Woods, what is Gynophi gonna do? Because really, lights don't do much in Forbidden Woods. They definitely do a lot more in... they definitely do quite a bit more in Wind Temple than they do.
Mm-hmm.
And a welcome to Scorpio's Final Gambit for the rate of 6. Welcome to the Wind Waker Randomizer Season 4 Tourney Winners Brackets Round 2. Winners bracket
Also,
3, round 2. There we go.
I can't hear it. We're cat jamming right now.
Oh yes, that is true.
Um,
If we are able to move the music over to the Gynophi, well, so we can cat jam during this boss.
if not, we can cat jam in silence.
Yeah, we can chicka chicka ourselves.
You can. I'm okay. I'll just.
Definitely. For me, at the very least, this is the best song in the soundtrack, in the entire OST.
Oh no, did Elijah just get destroyed by one of his keys?
Probably. Those keys tend to be fairly rude. Ooh. Gynophi went for the double grab, but did not get it. Oh, Gynophi got a void yesterday. Oh, that's true.
Oh, that's right. I think I remember seeing that. That is very unfortunate. I hate those keys in that room.
Oh, very clean Mulgara from Gynophi.
It's so sad that it's over.
Yeah, but we will see it on Elijah's side, if not sooner than later. Alright, and if the restreamer wants, we can go back to Elijah's sound if wanted. Or we can stay on Gynophi, either or. We are going to have a bit of a cat jam, more like a smaller rat jam on Elijah's screens pretty soon though. I don't know. I'd say Godin actually has a pretty cat jammy soundtrack.
Yes, well,
there's
the shard. We got it. Oh man, we got it.
A shard.
Let's go. Let's go.
We were looking for one shard.
Right
that's
now.
all.
That's all, folks. Let it cut stream.
Yeah,
we're done.
Yeah,
that was actually Ganon.
We needed one shard. We found one shard. That's it.
We did it. That was Ganon. It's time to go. Bye, everyone.
Oh yeah, no. Well, we all blinked. Gynophi just beat Ganondorf. Stuck the sword in his head. That's it. Yeah, as I figured, Gynophi is going for Forbidden Woods.
Oh.
Doing that dungeon rush, honestly, I'm kind of here for it. We know there's stuff in the overworld, but clearing out the massively full checked dungeons, especially looking for 2 swords, a bow, the bait bag, a bottle, and a shard. I kind of understand it.
We are looking for one more shard.
Yeah, we are still a shard from no mode. Oh, I remember where the final Tinkle statue that Gynophi doesn't have is.
Oh, where was that?
It is Cyclos.
Oh, you're right. Gynophi has not checked Forest Haven checks yet.
That is true. So I guess that answers my question earlier. Sergeant Shenanigan, ankle had lights.
Yeah.
Logically, our fire and ice locked lights, but still. Or not fire and ice locked lights. Those were our logical fire and ice.
Yes.
And Gynophi having a little bit of trouble in trying to get that storage in Forbidden Woods. Oh, there we go. Took him a few tries, but he got it. And now he's going to be able to save just so much time just walking up the walls here.
I think Gynophi's unfortunately going to full clear Forbidden Woods.
That's fine,
just
though.
because he is looking for those lights and the 2 swords and a shard.
Like, it's the big question of what does Elijah do? Does he go Wind Temple?
Right.
Because Wind Temple was open so much earlier with that one check at the beginning, or does he go Forbidden Woods? Because Forbidden Woods always loaded. We will find out with this warp. He's going Forbidden Woods. Elijah in a very Elijah in a very strong position right now. If that last shard is in Forbidden Woods.
Yeah, I would argue that Elijah, like Sifil said, depending on where the shard is, Elijah is ahead.
Oh, absolutely. At this point, Gynophi's only hope is to see that shard in Angular.
Yeah, in Angular Cave.
Someone know where those small keys are.
Oh no!
Oh, the pea hat!
The pea hat troll.
The pea hat!
Oh, that was such a troll.
Yes, Tanjo is correct. There was one behind the Stonehead in Wind Temple. So since Gynophi has not voided out yet, we do not know if he stored a shard yet.
I'm pretty sure he just accidentally missed the leaf grab. So I'm pretty sure he voided out by accident, not because he wanted to.
Did I miss? Oh, I guess I.
Yeah, he went to go for the ledge grab and he missed it, so he voided out.
Well, either way, he has not checked his quest screen yet, so we do not know if he's gotten that last shard yet.
Oh no. Seeds.
The seed's definitely being quite rude today. Well, clean. That was close, but clean. But also, Gynophi doing the small key skip. Even though he has the small key, it is
still
faster to do the small key skip.
Considerably faster.
I don't know if it would have been faster.
Oh, there's our last shard.
Oh my god!
This is not looking good for Gynophi right now.
No, it is not.
That is
a major no mode for us.
That is very, very unfortunate for Gynophi.
The fact that Wind Temple was dead was probably the biggest issue.
Yeah, considering that where that shard is, Elijah is gonna be very, very far ahead right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, it's...
Even with only having the leaf for a smaller amount of time, Elijah's just done so many more checks.
So the reason that this is pretty bad for Gynophi is because Gynophi has dungeon rushed more, but unfortunately a lot of the go mode items that we need is in the overworld, which Gynophi has not done.
So at this point, after leaving here, he's not going to go mode because they don't know that all their stuff is overworld now.
So right now, Gynophi is thinking, "Oh my gosh, I'm one shard away, and I need 2 swords and my light arrows."
I just hope Gynophi doesn't end up Hyrule dipping.
Oh no.
So Gynophi still has to fight Cyclos, do Rat Sub, go to Fire Mountain, go see Ankle, go to top of Deku Tree.
Which Gynophi will do after this dungeon, obviously. Because it spits you out right at the right there. But
I mean, well, and then Elijah's just gonna say, okay,
yeah,
I'm done.
Elijah's gonna go mode all the dungeons.
And most likely, pretty sure Elijah's has not picked up Big Key, so probably just going to do Big Key skip as well.
Yeah. Speaking of Elijah about to be in go mode, he's about to pick up his slash shard.
Also, holy crap, an hour 24 go mode. With only having to go through, with getting to go mode half a dungeon and a full dungeon.
Mm-hmm. So, no golf today.
Yeah, no golf.
None of our runners got to cheat today at golf.
And yeah, immediately save warping out for Elijah, going to rush Kelly Demos and Mulgara.
Yeah.
So we are gonna see the Wind Temple Go mode that I was mentioning earlier. Man, it's really, you really hate to see it for Gynophi. The one,
oh yeah, for sure.
Pretty much the one decision to go or to not.
Oh, there's the big key. Elijah's gonna store the big key.
Gonna store big key.
It's
so
okay.
if Elijah ends up voiding out somehow, not a very big chance, but if it does happen, then he's just gonna have the big key going in.
Yes, Elijah did get to 420 at Fire Mountain.
That is true.
So I mean,
that 420 kind of gave him the karma to get that that sword in Fire Mountain. Well, Tanjo, at least that means it's possible.
No.
But Elijah's just going to slip through the door, and yeah, boss time. At this point,
We're
it's
just gonna
just
see a boss rush now.
Exactly, yeah. It's just a free walk in the park for Elijah. He's got that full Master Sword. He's got Soup, which he doesn't have activated right now, but he has full Soup. Big Mikey, it was kind of a combo between Gynophi not doing Overworld, but also rushing Wind Temple. Yeah, Gynophi full cleared Wind Temple without having done Overworld. And that put him at a serious disadvantage because it was totally empty, as well as just being slow. Yes. So
if you ever want to know out of best of 3 or best of 5, if you look at the top near where the timer is, there's 2 little bars, and the one that's lit up means that that person has won a match. So right now Elijah has won a match. So if Gynophi had somehow won this match, there would be a tick on his side. But since Elijah has won a race, there is a yellow tick on his side.
And yes, Wind Temple was a complete debate.
Yeah. Very, very unfortunate. And Elijah is just on his way to Wind Temple, going to go...
Just gonna completely
go mode it.
Go mode after finding that first key in behind the Stonehead. And he's probably going to be able to skip opening the floor, skip opening the basement, skip the big key, skip the Songstone, everything.
So Gynophi's last swords are top of Tree Branch in Forest Haven and
Fire Mountain,
and the lights are on Ankle. But the last 2 Tingle statues were the last 2 Cyclos and Ratsub.
Yep.
It's pretty unfortunate because those are kind of all spread out.
Ooh, a good boomerang cut for Gynophi, by the way. So, do you think Gynophi is going to gamble Hyrule?
Oh boy.
Are they gonna pull Linkus?
I can't imagine that Gynophi gambles Hyrule right now, considering that he's still missing 2 swords. I don't see why he would.
That is definitely true, but having all your dungeons in Logic so early could be saying Master Sword Chamber, which would be gross.
Okay.
Also, I wonder if Gynophi is considering that...
I'm guessing he's gonna do Grapple Skip.
Oh, definitely gonna do Grapple Skip. Interesting that he didn't grab top of Deku Tree.
Yeah, that's when I...
Oh, he realized.
Oh, I think he just realized it.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, that's an oopsie.
It's
probably just nerves. It happens.
It's totally fine. He went back in.
It's all good.
It's a little time loss, but that's not too bad, especially because he saved time. He's not gonna have to play the Wind's Requiem once he comes out.
Yes, there is a sword on top of the Deku Tree.
So now, do you think he's gonna go Master Sword?
Well, maybe, but if he does, then he might as well just. Oh.
We are two.
I mean, he would only be able to.
And Fire Mountain.
So, I mean, he would only be able to check Master Sword Chamber.
That is true.
Can't be the full Gamba.
But we would see what's in it, which we don't usually see.
We would see what's in it.
All in all, this seed has not been bad at all.
Oh,
and I think with this chest, we are going to see some crazy strats from Elijah now. Oh yeah, he's getting into it. Using that L slide to clip outside. And we have Yolanda from Orca Mail.
Thank you, Orca.
And he is going to get storage. I don't know if he's going to bomb drop or if he's going to do spring storage, but...
I'm sure he's bomb dropping.
He is indeed bomb dropping. And save Scummy. Not a bad idea in case you do end up falling. And Swag Dude Red, welcome on in. Thank you for the raid of the Party 4. Welcome to the Winners Bracket 3 Round 2 with OriginalElijah versus Gynophi. We do have Elijah in go mode at the moment. About to go fight his final boss. Or his final Triforce boss. Not his final boss. That one is going to be a little bit later.
And Elijah getting his storage. And he's about to just...
He's about to show off the brokenness of Wind Temple. For example, these door frames, because of how they're put together, you can just walk right into them with chest storage. And just fall through.
Great.
Simple as that. Yeah, honestly, with storage, Wind Temple is just kind of broken. Also, it's a very big thing to be careful on the headstones, as they are very easy to just completely crush yourself on.
And Gynophi's going to go visit Ghost Ship.
Gonna get that bottle that
Gotta get that bottle.
Hour and like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Do you think that they're gonna save Grandma?
Maybe.
I
I
hope
mean,
so.
they're pretty desperate for checks. I guess they're not really desperate, but
Also, I will
I mean,
say
you
one
have-
thing I'm very happy about. Sorry to cut you off.
no, you're good. You can go ahead.
Well, I will say one thing I'm very happy about is we're seeing completely different dungeon routing from our runners. So we're getting two different visuals. We're seeing go mode, and we're seeing just regular through the dungeon. Like for Gynophi, we saw sidling behind the Songstone, whereas with Elijah, he's just gonna walk up and climb over. Simple as that.
Well, is Elijah going for boomerang strats on Mulga? That's so much
I mean,
fun.
of course you go for
Me
boomerang
too.
strat. The big question I have is he gonna go for Mulgara storage? And yeah, if we can switch that music over to Elijah.
No way he's going for that. The problem in Mulgara storage is that you get it, but Mulgara can still hit you, and Mulgara hits for 2 hearts of damage.
That is true. Having
So
those
it's
3 hearts
very
definitely
scary.
would be a little worrying. And we got the cat gems on Elijah's side. And finally, that bait bag for Gynophi. Ooh, is he gonna get the double? No, he's not.
So sad.
It looks like the sand was in the way. So, a little unfortunate, but both our runners did not get the speedy double catch on Mulgara.
It's okay. We'll forgive them this time.
And it is looking like, though, we are going to see the full seed. Almost the full seed from both the runners, because Gynophi is
we get to
going
see what's on Angular Cave.
Hooray!
I'm sure we'll see the fast strat from this with Leaf.
Oh, absolutely. One of my favorites, just easy, simple strats in this game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe
actually, it might
start exactly.
I think it's gonna be the 4th bow.
I feel like it's going to be the extra Master Sword.
Oh man, you're right. The 5th sword.
The fabled 5th sword.
Yes. No more 4 swords. No. That's something else entirely. We have 5 swords.
He's going to just find the 4 sword.
Oh.
It's the secret DLC sword that was ported into Wind Waker.
Oh, it's Treasure Chart 37. It's a sword, right?
I mean, it can cut you, it can give you a paper cut.
That is very true.
Ah, yes, the Waluigi sword.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Sergeant Shenanigans, it is not the best chart in the game. That one is definitely chart 23.
I'm guessing
We're seeing the Gamba.
Oh my goodness.
Gynophi is doing the Gamba.
Oh boy. Oh man. I bet he is probably hoping that last sword is there and that lights are vanilla. Unfortunately, it's he's unfortunately gonna find that it is not the home of the sword today.
There was not much that Gynophi could do, but they're giving us a show.
Yes.
And we gotta appreciate that.
Alright, so, what does everybody think it's gonna be in here? I see a telescope.
I'm hoping Greg.
Oh, Greg would be good too. Magic Armor, Skull Necklace, Bokobaba Seed, Greg,
I'm very much hoping.
Boils, and Heart Piece. Y'all are spicy. How about some? We have some snot. We can also get some blood.
That is true. Oh no! The Dark Knight with a tactical smack on its buddy to dodge that ice arrow.
Well, our runners are kind of high-fiving for the wrong reasons right now.
That is true.
Unfortunately.
Gynophi seeing Elijah go. Woo!
Oh, it was a Triforce chart. It was a Triforce chart. Who said Triforce chart?
Someone did say
I saw something in there.
Someone did call
Triforce. You were correct. It's Joy TP. Congratulations. You win. You win over Elijah and Gynophi.
So it's looking like we are gonna see definitely a sub 150 on Elijah's side.
Yeah, it's unfortunately it's not looking very good for Gynophi now.
Also, by the way,
are we going to crate? Oh, we're checking Great Fish.
By the way, no mirror shield for Elijah.
That's true.
So Elijah just gonna be rolling in with that, that hero's shield.
The tourney record is a 129.
Yeah, I wonder why Wolfer knows that so offhand.
Yeah, I'm not sure. And I don't know who set that, but
yeah,
I guess they're pretty decent at this game, you know?
It's not like he's the one who got it.
I don't know about that.
Anything. Yeah, it's not like Woofer's the one who actually was the one who got it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard Woofer's kind of okay.
I've heard he's pretty decent.
I don't know. I think I've been in a couple races with him, and he's. I think he hasn't won that many. I think he's only okay.
He's probably okay. Elijah's just getting trolled by this wall that she had to slash with Phantom Cannon Sword.
Elijah just tends to get memed in that Phantom Cannon room for one reason or another, and it always seems to happen.
That was not fire arrows, Gynophi.
It was almost fire arrows.
It's almost fire. I don't think Woofer stalls for the 420 Fire Mountain entry. Honestly, I think that probably DQ him for that.
You know, that's true. And you know what? He probably skips Hurricane Spin as well.
Yeah.
Although, that being said, I'm pretty sure Woofer does grab Grandma. So that is a thumbs up.
You're right. Unless Grandma isn't required, then I'm pretty sure Woofer doesn't get Grandma.
Slightly to the left for that shot from Elijah.
Woofer also equips Hero's Charm. Also, Woofer uses the best skin in this game. The Sands.
Also, just a nice mention. The rando enemy colors does change the water in the Phantom Cannon room, and we are currently sitting in what looks like Mountain Dew or maybe Sprite.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness, Elijah cutting down the rope with the bow. Cutting down that tail.
I hate cutting. Oh, wow.
That was an interesting shot, I will say.
That was pretty cool. Not a real question. Once again, I asked this last race icon, but are we gonna get a double crib?
We're gonna see golf.
Oh my goodness.
kind of interesting that Gynophi just opting not to Big Pig.
I wonder what color it is. I can't see. So if you look at that door is not the same color in the water. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's a little bit off.
Oh. No double crit.
Is it? Wait, is it totally... It's totally color reversed, I think.
Yeah, it looks like it. Oh no, Gynophi, come on.
Gynophi's going for the full skip. Doesn't even want to get the first hole.
It's just gonna cheat like that.
Hasn't even picked up Grandma yet.
Wow.
Oh, but he plays the third hole.
It's okay. Still cheated.
Yeah, still kind of cheated.
Still, sure,
But
kinda.
he got the third hole. That's what matters.
Still disqualified.
Yeah, unfortunate. Oh, are we going to see a possible trog? No, Elijah just says no to my wants.
Oh wait, when you get the I didn't realize when you got the first shot. Also, golf
right.
probably bringing Gynophi lots and lots of joy right now with that joy pendant.
Absolutely. He's probably thinking, "Wow, a joy pendant! I feel so joyful."
I'm sure that's exactly what they are thinking right now. Probably not thinking about how that isn't a sword or their light arrows, but...
Oh, and some very, very clean climbs from Elijah. Oh my goodness.
Nice.
And on Gynophi's side, it's Big Pig time.
Hopefully, it does not go behind the island like it did with Elijah.
That would definitely be a little bit unfortunate.
Oh, for sure.
Oh no, Elijah!
Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh boy.
It's okay. Elijah
It's
can
fine.
go for
Saved.
Pog Slide again.
It's fine. It's saved.
Elijah
Didn't fall all the way
opted not to set
down.
up for a Pog Slide. That's fine.
You know what? As long as Elijah didn't fall all the way back down, we're good.
No, that's true. Also, I'd be remiss to mention the 3 hearts that Elijah has compared to the 5 that Gynophi has.
Yes. Elijah just likes living on the edge, I guess.
And here we go. The vanilla heart piece on the Big Pig.
Oh no.
Oh, Gynophi doesn't want to accept the pig's love. Oh.
That's so sad.
That's quite disappointing. Very clean phase 2 from Elijah. And with this,
Okay.
this is gonna be a GG for Elijah.
That was very, very good from Elijah, and Elijah is finishing with a time of 1:47.06.
Gorgeous. A gorgeous time. And I believe Elijah is ready to join us in the waiting room. So,
Yes.
if we can, I think we can bring them in. Hello.
Hello, Elijah.
GG.
GG.
GG's, thank you. GG's to everyone. So that was an interesting seed.
I was gonna ask if you enjoyed that seed.
Yeah, I mean, so here's like the thing. There were 2 things that were bad, right? Thing number 1 was the leaf. And thing number 2 was, for me, the last shard.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we had not seen that shard until Gynophi had gone into Forbidden Woods. So up until they got it probably like a minute, maybe like 3 minutes before you did, we were not no mode. So we were wondering, where is this shard?
Yeah, I was kind of like, I don't know. I was really that was actually way worse than the leaf placement for me, because it was like 2 dungeons and I had the spheres accurate and they were both the same sphere, and it was like, I don't know. It's 50-50. I mean, it's not your typical average everyday 50-50, but it was 50-50.
It's very true. Definitely very interesting having one temple potentially open up so early, and then it just ended up being completely dead on the inside.
Oh, and it looks like we are also joined by Gynophi.
Hello.
GG.
GG.
So did you enjoy that seed, Gynophi?
No.
It's
I tried a dungeon rush and it didn't work out.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing.
Very unfortunate.
It definitely was. The biggest difference between your runs was, Elijah, you decided to, after clearing out floor 1 of Taji, you decided to leave with those fire and ice arrows, which ended up working out very well for you, getting all but 1 sword and the lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I got those before or after Tachi. I can't even remember now. I think I did. I think I got those before Tower of the Gods. But my thought process was, this was literally it. This is my entire thought process. I don't want to do Tower of the Gods without Leaf.
That makes sense.
That is definitely fair. That's what I'm pretty sure that's what most people would think of.
And
of course, it just so happened that the Leaf was Darknut mini boss.
Yeah, and then once I cleared everything in the overworld and had the 1 check in Wind Temple, I was like, I'm gonna go to Tot G, but if the Leaf is in the 1 check in Wind Temple and Gynophi goes there first to check it, like to keep from getting burned by that, then felt like I was probably gonna be fine. The only other option would be if that was the play and then it was Leaf, but then the rest of Wind Temple was empty. Maybe? I don't know. I was thinking too hard about everything and like freaking out, because seeds where I get like that, where there's 1 item and 40 places to go that it can be, freak me out, because
that's very fair, especially considering how packed this Sphere Zero was.
Yeah, there were so many. There was 3 shards.
3 shards.
Grapple.
Actually, I think 3 tingle statues, the grappling hook, the
bombs,
boomerang, the bombs, the hammer, the hook shot. The sword was Sphere 1, but close enough since grappling hook was in there. The power bracelets were early. The ghost ship chart. All the songs. You guys had we're 30 minutes in, and I believe, ignoring shards, like 3-4 items to go mode.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing too, this is why I don't like, or I'm not as big of a fan of this kind of a seed, is because it just, with it being like that, it could have just as easily went the other way. Like if the shard was in the kill all enemies room in Wind Temple, then I would have just full cleared everything.
Right.
That's true. That's kind of,
so it's just,
unfortunately,
really
that's
lucky.
kind of what happened to Gynophi.
Yeah, that's rough.
Because you, Gynophi, you went into Wind Temple first, which
I basically
ended
finished
up being completely dead.
Yeah, I basically finished Taji, and then I instantly went to because I found Leaf in there, and then I was like, okay, I can beat all the dungeons. I'm just gonna dungeon rush because maybe I can get a lead on there. Because I was thinking like maybe Elijah is not gonna like go into Taji further, and he actually did do that. But like then, of course, the rest of the dungeons did not have anything. So that was like a gamble that just messed up the lead, I guess.
I'd say normally that would be a good a good way to go about it, but unfortunately this just was not the seed for it.
Yeah, I think the only thing I got out of Forbidden Woods and Wind Temple together was the one shard in Forbidden Woods.
Yep. No,
Last
that's
shard.
totally true. I will say your final sword was Fire Mountain. You were about to get that.
I fucked.
And then the light arrows though, which
Oh,
by the
boy.
way were logical fire and ice, were on ankle.
Oh, of
So
course.
it wanted you, so it wanted you to go into Tachi, grab that first bow, go around, get all the tingle statues, go see Ankle,
Oh,
get the fire
That-
and ice,
that's
and then go to Ice
makes-
Ring and get Bait Bag so you can go get your lights at Bird's Peak Rock.
There's actually another part of that. The bows. I mean, the logic for the bows was very weird, since the first logical bow was the one in Tower of the Gods, which required you to use to get the Tingle statue on Cyclos, which gives you your logical fire and ice, and then Bait Bag in Ice Ring would open up Bird's Peak.
Yeah, once I got the bait bag and ice ring, I was kind of like, okay, so light arrows can't be on a fire and ice check, but I only had one sword, I think, so I was like, but any of the swords could be, so I just checked the rest of them anyway.
Yeah, and it worked out.
Yeah.
Speaking of Bait Bag, we have to talk about it, Elijah.
Oh,
you're
the pig.
unfortunate. Your pig eat that happened.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been so bad if I wouldn't have also fallen down, but I kind of
Yeah.
I knew the first time I picked it up and it skewed, I knew it was wrong. I was like, that's not right. So I tried to do it again, and then I was like, that might be okay. But I tried to move more to, if you're facing the way you throw the pig, I tried to move more to the left in case it was going to fling it too far to the right. That would sort of compensate for that. And it didn't, but I also kind of was being a little confident, and I leaped to go to get the pig at the same time, and then it went way the fuck out into right field. And then I was like, well, gotta roll all the way back up.
Yeah, it was
And-
pretty unfortunate. For you, at least. I'm not
Yeah.
going to say that I didn't, that none of us here enjoyed it, but...
I take it, did everybody like the Fire Mountain thing?
Yes, we did.
Oh,
we
stopping
very much
to get
enjoyed
420.
it.
Yes, that was very nice.
Yes, we enjoyed it. We thank you for that.
I was like, if I lose by 4 seconds, this is gonna look really, really bad.
but
What?
it's okay.
Yeah, I thought it would be kind of funny.
I will
Yeah.
say, ignoring where the leaf was, the magic, just your magic for this seed overall was very nice, with the double magic being the very first check of the game, and then the bottle being on Ghost Ship, which Gynophi, unfortunately, you got that very late, but Elijah got that first night at Crescent Moon, which at about 20-30 minutes in.
It was
Yeah, I was a
pretty
little
early.
scared of that because I didn't have bow, but I figured once I got hammer, I was a lot more ready to do it.
Yeah.
Just because I was, I knew I could just, hit the Wizrobe with the hook shot and just hope I get a ground spawn, and then use the hammer and defeat it pretty quickly. So, and then that made me feel a lot better. And then I think I ended up getting a sword at Paw Print too, because my thought process for that was sort of like before I even got to Paw Print,
Yes.
because that was my sort of triangular plan.
Yes, it was
The
Scale the Wall.
Okay, yeah. And a grapple being in Paw Print was super lucky too.
Yeah, for sure.
Agreed.
Did not have to double dip that. Come back later.
Yeah, I was at that point, I was committing to probably having to double dip when I went there. But at the time, I think I didn't have a sword and I was out of good things to do, I think.
So y'all held hands for the longest of times.
Nearly like 30 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. The very beginning, y'all basically did the same exact thing in sync. It was it wasn't scary, but it was kind of getting scary. But y'all were holding hands.
So we basically is separated from Taji, or
yeah, Taji was the
basically
determining factor.
you did high five again in Hyrule. Not for the right reasons, unfortunately, but it happened.
Yeah, when Elijah was going through to break the barrier, Gynophi was having a fun time with the mighty dark nuts in the master chamber.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my thought process was, the one thing I was worried about was if I didn't do like Diamond Step early in the seed and got really burned by like a leaf in Diamond Step and the hook shot in just like a really awkward place, then I was worried that could cost me a lot. But then we got hook shot like first thing on Tingle, so then I was like, I'll just check Diamond Step with hook shot, and then I ended up getting.
Oh no, sorry, you can proceed.
Oh, all I was just gonna say was, and then I ended up getting bombs too, and that made Diamond Step even faster.
Yeah, so what's funny about that? It's actually funny you bring that up, because even though I had hook shot, I still did the early Diamond Step.
Yeah,
we talked about that. That was clean. That was the
Yeah.
first try early Diamond Step, and that was gorgeous.
I was like, whoa, and that was quick, and that was just like, but wait, I have hook shot.
You know,
when you
Muscle memory.
if you can go for the swag, you go for the swag.
Yes.
when you said in the interview yesterday that you like always do Diamond Step early, and I was kind of like, oh shit, I like never do Diamond Step early, as like I was thinking in my head like all night last night, that could really like fuck me if that has something really good. And then I thought maybe I'll do like my normal thing, and if I'm just not getting anything good, then I'll just do Diamond Step early to make sure I don't get like burned by it. But like, you know, I was just
revert to season 3 strats. That's
I was racking my brain like all night last night and earlier this morning trying to come up with like, because the one thing that I get freaked out by, and it happened in this seed too because of the Wind Temple and Forbidden Woods thing, is just like getting burned by something that would feel like just super unlucky for me, which is kind of, so I spend like all my time to think about how can I mitigate that and keep it from happening. And yeah, that was the one thing I was worried about. Obviously, when you get to like a Forbidden Woods Wind Temple or Earth Temple Wind Temple 50-50 like that, there's like kind of nothing you can do.
Yeah.
You just have to pick one and go for it. But I sometimes with the overworld stuff, it's a little bit easier to come up with a sort of plan, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But luckily it's not as bad as the 50-50 Earth Temple Wind Temple as in season 1.
Oh,
because that was bad.
True. And there were even fewer shards, so it was like even less likely to have an item.
I remember the strats doing half Wind Temple and then half Earth Temple and then just doing it all over the place.
I did want to ask you, Gynophi, did you have any particular reason for going Wind Temple before Forbidden Woods?
Forbidden Woods go mode is quicker. That was my thought process, I guess.
Okay.
You know, the other thing, my thought process was going to be, at one point I was thinking, man, I didn't know, obviously, but it kind of felt like that you might go to Wind Temple first, and that maybe I should too, just to keep it so that way I wouldn't get like, if Forbidden Woods was empty, I wouldn't get burned by it. And then I thought, in my mind, I was just like, I felt like Forbidden Woods was just faster to full clear it, and it felt better to get to potentially skip something in Wind Temple, but I don't know. I was freaking out the whole time in the beginning of Forbidden Woods until I found the shard, because there's no way to know. It's just...
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was definitely a creepy seed.
Before y'all found that shard, we were thinking, this has to be... If this is not in Forbidden Woods, then this is a race. Because of that. Oh yeah, there was one thing in Wind Temple, that being Mirror Shield. And if that had led,
I was hoping.
led to the
I was
shard.
really hoping for like Angler to be something, because then I knew Elijah had to go to Wind Temple, but no, of course not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty unfortunate that it wasn't required, because if it was, we probably would be looking at
It would be a
closer race.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It would have been a legitimate race. Not
But
that
what
this
I
wasn't a
think-
legitimate race.
Right.
Yeah. But what I think I will do in the future is I will just do overworld before I do either Wind Temple or Earth Temple, because those, if I can go mode those, that's like so much time save. So I think I'm
That
gonna
is-
do that for the future.
That is true. The temples are really the longest and some of the worst dungeons to have to full clear.
Yeah.
Oh, Elijah, it looks like you're gonna be facing off against Jim next. And Gynophi, looks like you're gonna be going against the winner of Sir Kilp and Devstar in the loser bracket. So are y'all excited for that? Nervous?
I think that's happening tomorrow too, isn't it?
I
I'm-
don't remember.
I'm just kind of always nervous, just sort of in general. So the answer is that I am, yes, both excited and nervous. Luckily, the winners bracket semifinals deadline is like a month from now, so I think
Yeah.
I'll try and like do a bit more practicing and such, and then hopefully Gymnast won't want to race like next week.
Don't worry, we'll just ping him. We'll ping him.
Oh, God. No, I think he seems like he's pretty generally understanding, so I think we'll be fine in that regard. Or at least I'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be fine either way.
I will say that is... We have seen some pretty fantastic races. That was a very good one. That was very fun to watch. You both holding hands for so long was very enjoyable.
I don't know if Gynophi wanted to answer that question about how he's feeling for his next opponent.
Oh right, yeah, it can be anyone's match. Like, I'm not saying like he's better than me or I'm better than him. Like, it's just, it can be anyone's match. Like, and today, if all the items were in the dungeons, like, this could have been my match, you know. Like, and that's the nice thing about randomizers, or like that's what I like about randomizers. It can be anyone's match. It's just what you choose to do, kind of. Also, so yeah, it's like, of course, execution is also part of it, but.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm curious to see what we'll be matching towards.
For sure.
And I think if Crystal, if you don't have any other questions, we can probably hand it back to the restreamer.
Can't think of anything.
Yes, thank you all for a very lovely race. Thank you to the runners, Gynophi and Elijah, and the comms, Crystal and Link, and also the trackers, Sir Kilp and Solstice. And as for our schedule, in around, I think it should be around 4 hours, we have a Link to the Past Randomizer Challenge Cup quarterfinals with Garrison versus Mr. Scruff Ninja Tuna. So yeah, definitely want to be checking in on that if you're interested. And yeah, thanks everyone, and I hope to see you around later.
Thanks for the restream, and thanks volunteers for making everything possible.
Yep.
And
How about the
one
likes?
more thank you to the racers.
Yes.
Yep,
That
and
was-
GG Elijah, wish you
Very
a lot of
enjoyable
luck
race.
against Gymnast.
GG's. Same to you against whoever you end up against. I hope in a perfect world, maybe we'll get a rematch.
Oh, maybe.
Well, alright, see you later.